If you've ever wanted to edit just one part of a photo without affecting everything else, Lightroom makes that super easy with masking. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to edit specific areas of a photo in Lightroom using the masking tools, the brush tool, and a few pro tips to get cleaner, more precise results. If this video helps you out, be sure to hit like and subscribe for more Lightroom tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your photo in Adobe Lightroom. Once your image is loaded, look for the masking tool, which is the dotted circle icon. Click that and you'll see several ways to target only the area you want to edit. One of the fastest options is Select Subject. Lightroom will automatically detect the main subject in your photo and create a mask around it. This is great when you want to brighten the person, make the subject stand out, or adjust color and detail without changing the background. If you want to edit the sky, choose Select Sky. Lightroom will isolate the sky for you, which is perfect for changing exposure, adding contrast, or making clouds look more dramatic. You can also use gradient-based masks like Linear Gradient and Radial Gradient. These are really useful when you want smooth transitions, like darkening the top of an image, brightening one side of a portrait, or spotlighting a subject in the center. After selecting your mask, you'll see editing sliders that only apply to that selected area. This is where the real power comes in. You can adjust exposure, temperature, tint, contrast, clarity, saturation, and more, all without affecting the rest of the photo. For example, if your subject is too dark, you can raise the exposure just for that person. If the sky looks dull, you can lower the highlights and increase the contrast to add drama. Now let's talk about manual control with the brush tool. Under masking, choose brush. This gives you much more precision because you can paint exactly where you want the edit to apply. Use your brush to carefully paint over the area you want to change, whether that's a face, clothing, hair, or a small object in the background. Then, use the sliders to make your adjustments. You can change exposure, temperature, sharpness, clarity, and other settings just for that painted area. This is especially helpful when Lightroom's automatic selection misses part of the image, or when you want to make tiny, detailed corrections. Here's a pro tip. If you want to edit the background instead of the subject, use Select Subject and then invert the mask. That way, Lightroom selects everything except the subject, making background edits much faster. Another great tip is to combine multiple masks. For example, you can use one mask for the sky, another for the subject, and a third with the brush for fine details. This gives you a much more polished and professional result. And don't forget about feather. Feather helps blend the mask edges smoothly into the rest of the image so your edits don't look harsh or obvious. A softer feather usually makes your adjustments look more natural. So remember, if you want to edit specific areas of a photo in Lightroom, start with the masking tool, use automatic selections like subject or sky when possible, switch to the brush for manual precision, and use feather and multiple masks for the cleanest results. That's the easiest way to make targeted edits without ruining the rest of your photo. If this tutorial helped, go ahead and like the video and subscribe for more Lightroom editing tips, tricks, and workflows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.